My name is Natalie Fielden, and I am a kindergarten teacher at Freedom Elementary. I have worked for Sapulpa Public Schools for 16 years. Sapulpa is also my hometown, and I graduated from Sapulpa High School. My teaching philosophy is that all students can learn, but it's up to me to find out what their learning styles are and to modify my teaching practices to meet their needs. If chosen as the Oklahoma State Teacher of the Year, I would focus on two things. The first would be the benefits of becoming nationally board certified and the resources that are available. My second focus would be to advocate for public education. This is my story. What did he do if he's the author of the book?
He wrote it.
He wrote it. Thank you so much. I actually didn't start off my teaching career as a public education teacher. I taught software programs to adults in a law firm in Texas. Once I had my daughter, we moved back to Oklahoma, and I took time off in order to raise her. This gave me the opportunity to volunteer in her classroom and watch these teachers use these wonderful methods to help their children grow and learn all these wonderful things. And that sparked my interest in returning back to school to becoming a teacher. So in 2000, I graduated from NSU with a degree in early childhood education. I went to work for Kiefer Public Schools as a kindergarten teacher. My principal there later moved to Sapulpa Public Schools. The Cubs ran home with their baskets again. When she had a chance to hire me, she brought me over as a kindergarten teacher. I've worked for Sapulpa Schools ever since, in the same room, teaching the same grade. And she looked sadly down at the floor. When I came to work for Freedom Elementary, I discovered there were amazing teachers here. They had lessons that were engaging and inspiring to the students, and I wanted to be just like them. Most of these teachers were nationally board certified, so understanding that, I too wanted to become nationally board certified. I do consider receiving my national board certification one of my biggest accomplishments. It made me the teacher that I am today. The process enabled me to really think about what I'm teaching and why I'm teaching it. When you make a group of 10, you can move it over into the rectangles. It allowed me to develop my lessons and make them more meaningful for my students. It allowed me to think about my strategies, think about the students that I'm teaching, and the importance of what I'm doing. Is this helping my students be prepared for the next level? Is it helping my students become prepared for the next grade?
When I get her students in first grade, it is just seamless. They just come straight from kindergarten, so well prepared.
You know, Natalie's students are well above benchmark. We give the Easy CBM assessment, and her students perform at high levels in all that they do in reading and math. So her kindergartners leave her classroom as readers. A lot of them don't come in as readers, but through her expertise and her skills and knowledge of best practices, she is able to really bring students up where they need to be.
Their success is what sustains me as a teacher. One of the things that I think is most important to my teaching is the level of collaboration that I'm able to take part in.
We really rely on her a lot to guide our team. I can go to her about anything, as she always has an answer. She's very, very knowledgeable and a natural leader.
Collaboration is key. Teachers collaborate to become better teachers.
Natalie started incorporating Daily 5 into her daily lessons. I saw her doing it and I liked what was going on, but I had no idea how to get it started in my own classroom. I went to her and asked if she could teach me everything she knows about Daily 5, and she literally stopped what she was doing and showed me how she is incorporating Daily 5 into her schedule.
She is constantly reviewing and implementing new ideas in the classroom, such as Writer's Workshop, math centers, student data trackers.
Everybody have it?
Yes.
She's able to make quick adjustments to her teaching based on the students' needs.
It is important to me that these kids be ready for first grade. Very good, excellent.
The depth of her knowledge is truly astonishing.
Natalie is definitely a leader. She is always willing to help others.
She is a big part of why I look forward to coming to work every day.
She's just an amazing mentor. She's just natural at it.
My teaching philosophy has changed over the years. I think we all start out with a simplistic teaching philosophy that all students can learn. Put your two over here. All students can learn, but it's also our job to find out what their learning style is, change up our modalities to meet their needs. Their depth of knowledge is coming into play, building critical thinking. This is all changes from maybe what we thought 10 years ago. Once we teach them a lesson, we need to give them time to explore with the manipulatives or talk to each other about their new learning. And this helps them build a scaffolding that will help them in first grade or in second grade as those teachers build on the skills that I teach them in kindergarten.
Let me begin by saying I've had some of the best teachers and administrators in the world. I know I would not be the student I am today without your tireless efforts.
Definitely count her amongst that group. Everything was enjoyable. She made things fun.
If a child thinks that learning is fun, of course they're going to continue to want to do that. And one of the things that I want them to become is lifelong learners.
And she shares herself with them, and they know that she is a fun teacher and that they can have fun but still learn.
Natalie's laughter is contagious.
That laugh that, sometimes she even kind of rolls back in her chair when she's laughing with her students.
We often hear her laughter rumbling down the hall daily.
That's important for the kids to see her having fun and for her to have fun with the kids.
The fact that that happiness is what I remember tells me that she definitely made a difference in my life.
It's a lot of fun, and that's what kids gravitate towards. They enjoy that, and making learning fun is really what it's all about.
Awesome, Sienna.
That happiness is everything. That's how you make a difference in your student's life.
I said, thank you, I had a great time.
Throughout my teaching career, I've had many, many wonderful teachers that helped me, guided me, gave me things, and it's important for me to give that back.
I had the opportunity of visiting Natalie in her classroom this school year.
She's taught me the importance of having a strong relationship with each of your children, bringing fun, creativity to the classroom, and an excitement for learning.
I was able to take back her classroom management skills, and she has it set up where it runs efficiently and the students know exactly what they need to be doing and where they need to be, and they're on task at all times.
It's important for me to help everybody become more effective teachers.
Those who are happiest are those who do the most for others.
What she gave back was the foundation for where I am now. If it weren't for her and teachers like her, I wouldn't have made it this far. I wouldn't have had the love of learning that I do. I wouldn't have been able to make it to the point I'm at.
I chose National Board Certification as one of the things I would focus on because I feel like it made me a better teacher.
Kate.
Excellent. You learn how to look at the standards, compare state standards to national standards. You learn how to look at your teaching through the lenses of the students in your classroom. Was that lesson effective? Did it have the student impact that you were after? Does it prepare them for future lessons? All of these things you learn going through the process, and I feel like it makes for stronger teaching and effective teaching. 3 letters and starts with a vowel. Raise your hand if you know which word I'm talking about. Aiden, what word am I thinking about? The second thing I would focus on is continuing to advocate for public education. We started on April 2nd with the walkout, and we showed a strong united front, but we need to continue that effort. One way to continue that effort is to stay informed of upcoming legislation. Whether it be in the House or whether it be simply in committee, we need to know how this is going to affect education. The second thing is how to communicate with our legislators in a positive, effective manner. We need to learn how to talk to them and learn what are the pros and cons about all these bills. Thank you for listening to my story. I am honored to be a finalist for State Teacher of the Year. I love teaching, I love my students, and I love my school. My dedication to the National Board Certification process will help teachers enrich their teaching practices. My passion for advocating for education reform will help us all provide a stronger learning environment. I believe these things make me a strong candidate for Oklahoma State Teacher of the Year.